Hey guys, today we have a brand new Minimates review. Today we have the Gotham Minimates Box Set 1. That's right, DC Minimates are back. Kind of. So, a while back I reviewed the San Diego Comic-Con 2015 Gotham 2-pack featuring Gordon and Bruce Wayne. But now it's time for the actual box sets. So, it's been a while, but I guess it's time to return to Gotham City. So, this pack features Detective James Gordon, Captain Sarah Essen. I'm not familiar with this character. Is she in the comics? Like, I've not read DC comics in a while. Is she from, like, Gordon's backstory? She's apparently the police captain. I haven't watched the show, to be honest, because I hear mixed things about it. Once the series ends, I might check it out. We also have Edward Nygma, the Riddler. Apparently he works for Gotham PD. And Black Mask. So we get one villain, and he's got a mask on, so he's not just some dude. So he's close, kind of, to something comic-y, I guess, because he has a mask, that's about it. Gotham Before the Legend. Box Set 1. That's so weird. I would have called it Series 1 or Season 1, maybe. You've got Gotham City in the background, which is nice. Gordon, Essen, Nygma, Black Mask. With interchangeable bonus parts. Black Mask, Edward Nygma, Detective James Gordon. Oh, I'm sorry. Detective Jim Gordon. He's Jim Gordon here. He's James Gordon here. Make up your mind, Jim. And Captain Sarah Essen. Essen? Probably should have looked that up beforehand. I guess it doesn't matter. Just the Riddler. Why does the Riddler work for Gotham PD? Okay. Let's begin. In Gotham City, the police are often powerless to act against the criminals who control the underworld, like the sadistic businessman Black Mask. Detective James Gordon, newly promoted in the force, means to change that, but he will need the help of Captain Sarah Essen and forensic investigator Edward Nygma to do his job. First up we have Detective James Gordon. So here we have Commissioner Gordon, or is it? So a couple months back I looked at the SDCC version of Gordon, and it's basically the same. I mean, this one's in a trench coat, this one isn't. He's got a dark navy blue suit on. Very basic detailing. None of the pieces are new. He's got a blue tie. You can see a belt. It's just a dude in a suit. Like, it looks okay. I mean, the face. He's got an angry face this time around, clenching his teeth. So, it's okay. Articulation-wise, Gordon can do most of the normal Minimate things. Accessory-wise, we're looking at a display stand. A badge, which we've seen on the other Gordon. It's a good piece. A little messy, but I like what they have going. Also comes with the typical Minimate handgun, done in gunmetal gray, as well as a set of alternate arms. So if you really want it, you can have your Gordon look like this. It's okay. It's not the best use of alternate parts, but I mean, it's there. This is really just an unimpressive figure. Overall, Detective Gordon is okay, but I think I prefer the Comic-Con version. Next up we have Captain Sarah Essen. Okay, so I'm going to be upfront. I'm not familiar with this character. I know quite a bit about Batman, but I'm not sure who this is. So I don't know if they made her up for the show or if she's from the comics. But she looks okay. She's But she looks okay. She's very much just a civilian. She's in a dark grayish jacket. Wraps around. You can see she's got a dress underneath. Well, it looks to be a dress, I would assume. She's got her badge. The skirt piece that we've seen on plenty of Minimates before. You can see she has leggings. It's down into very simple shoe printing. For her face, I don't really like that she's almost happy, because I feel like Gotham is at least from what I've seen, is a very serious show. So I don't know why she's just kind of like content. I've always noticed on female Minimates they don't want to give them like a super angry face, so they either give them stern or smiling. This is somewhere in the between. Hairpiece is nothing new as well. Articulation-wise, she can do some of the normal Minimate articulation. Legs are prohibited. Head can't move too well. Accessory-wise, display stand. And another handgun. Overall, Captain Sarah Essen is okay. I just don't know who the character is. Next up we have Edward Nygma. So the Riddler works for Gotham PD? This I don't really understand. Why? I mean, was that a thing in the comics? It's weird, though, because we have another Riddler, because there was a Riddler years ago when they did, like, the building sets. But now we have another Riddler, but it's not really the Riddler. It's the Riddler before the Riddler. Ooh. And so it's just kind of funky. But I mean, I like it. I think it's a cool, neat civilian, if a bit basic. So, detail-wise, he's got this lab coat. He has gray pants, nothing very impressive. He's got gray shoes as well, very drab. But then he has a very light greenish lab coat on. Because, you know, the Riddler in green. Ooh. Some buttons. He's got a little crotch piece to make it look like it's tucked. It's a tie. My favorite detail, though, if the camera can pick it up, is that his shirt has a little badge on it that says Nygma, and it has his face on it, which is a nice touch. We can also look at the face. Just kind of smiling. I don't really know how the Riddler is portrayed in this show, but he looks okay. I mean, I can tell it's supposed to be the Riddler. And the hairpiece is nothing new, but it's okay. I mean, I like it more than Gordon. So articulation-wise, Edward Nygma can do every single point of articulation on a Minimate. And accessory-wise, display stand. He's also got a book, which we've seen before on some Minimates. It's okay. It's really hard to get him to hold it without stretching his hand. But he comes with the best accessory in the set. A coffee mug. With a question mark on it. Oh, that is so fun. That is the best part of the set. Just the question mark mug. Overall, it's weird seeing a Riddler Minimate that isn't the Riddler, but he's not too bad. Last up we have Black Mask. Okay, so Black Mask, I'm going to be honest, is probably my favorite figure in the set, but also has my biggest complaint in the set. And that's more of a problem with the Gotham show as a whole, as opposed to the figure, because the figure's really nice. So, as we know, in the comics, Black Mask is really just a dude, and he sometimes wears a suit. So, we've gotten him with a nice suit vest. He's got a blue undershirt, you can see the white undershirt underneath that, which is nice. Black pants. I always love a good suit vest. It's got a tie underneath. No real back detailing. It kind of looks a little sloppy. Because it's like, they could have had, like, the actual vest detailing, but they didn't. But here's the problem with this figure. So Black Mask in the comics, he wears a skull mask that is black. In the show, he wears like this Asian-inspired demon mask. I don't even know what it is, but it's not what it is in the comics, and like out of all the things in this show they could have done is given him a skull mask. Because like, how easy would that have been? And then he would have been a perfect translation from the comics, but instead we get this funky, well, demon-looking mask, I want to say. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be. It's just upsetting, because they could have just, in the show, they could have just made him wear a mask that looked like a skull. I'm just not sure, and like, I feel like that point just really drives home the problem with Gotham and Gotham merchandise, is that they want to say they're these characters that people know, but when you have the product, even if the figures are nice, they just don't feel like that character. Anyway, articulation-wise, because Black Mask is completely devoid of parts, full 14 points of articulation. And accessory-wise, a display stand. He does have a katana sword, which seems to be the usual mold that we've had before, but the hilt has this little edge thing going on, so it's slightly different. Like, let me compare. Here's one of Michonne's swords. So, and then he also has parts for a suit. Cool. Just what I wanted. And here we have Black Mask with the suit on. And honestly, it's gonna sound weird, but I think it makes the figure worse if you have the suit on. Because we have so many Minimates of just dudes in suits. So, I don't know, I like the vest look a lot more. Overall, Black Mask is definitely the best figure, but he hurts the most. He was so close to being actually comic accurate. So overall, that was the Gotham Minimates Box Set 1. I don't know, guys. Like, I want to like this set. I think they're neat-looking civilians, but it says Gordon, it says the Riddler, it says Black Mask, but they aren't the characters I know. That's not necessarily a bad thing, because I mean, like, different interpretations exist, and I understand if they want to have, like, creative differences, but it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's because we used to have DC Minimates that it just hurts to see DC return, but not in the way you expected. I hope these figures do really well for DST, because I want this to be a success. Not because I want DC Minimates back. I mean, I do. Who doesn't? But I just hope that this show can find its identity, because apparently it's all over the place, according to what I've read. And it just needs to find itself. It just hurts because, like, Black Mask especially was so close, because it's just a dude in a mask. All they had to do in the show was make... whatever. I don't really recommend this set at all, unless you're a huge fan of the show. Just, I would not... If you see this set at a store and you think about getting it, just remember that even though it says Commissioner Gordon, not even Commissioner Gordon, Detective Gordon, I'm sorry, Edward Nygma, Black Mask, they're not the characters you're gonna know. Unless you're like a huge fan of Gotham, it's not for me, but I can see why people would like it. But again, it's just not my thing. Also, I don't even think my camera likes this set because it keeps going out of focus. But that's all I gotta say. The figures are well done for civilians. Like, no quality control errors from what I could see. And I mean, that's gotta be something, right? Oh well, I'm done here. I guess this is the last video I will make in 2015, so kind of upset that I went out on a bummer note, because it was like, oh man, Gotham, wow. But moving forward, I have some very, very exciting stuff to come out in 2016 that you guys are gonna love. Just to be a little tease, here's something you guys are gonna enjoy. Oh yeah. It's gonna be good. So, anyway, that's what I think. Let me know what you guys think. Check me out on social media. I know I always plug my social media, but hey, it's there if you want to check it out. And did you guys like the video? Well then rate, comment, subscribe, and like, and I'll see you later. So, hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Like I said, it's probably my last video of 2015, and I just wanted to take a moment to talk about 2015. Not my best year. I didn't record a lot. I blame college, work, and overall laziness. We've had some stellar Minimate releases, like the Aliens stuff that came out was so cool. We had Predator become a thing, which was so exciting. Some decent comic stuff. The Age of Ultron stuff with the Avengers was fun to do. I'm just looking back at the release calendar right now, and we had some really solid releases, like some good Walking Dead stuff. Oh man, I'm just looking through the release date list. Sin City, that was a fun license. I didn't review those sets, but they were decent sets. Nightmare Before Christmas. That line just launched, man, and it feels like forever ago. Anyway, 2015 was a good year for Minimates, and I'm excited to see what happens in 2016. Because in 2016, we're getting Captain Marvel and Howard the Duck in a week. And that's gonna be crazy. So here's hoping for great new licenses that I can blabble on about. So, anyway, I just wanted to give a couple thanks. Thank you to everyone who's been watching over the years. I know my upload schedule isn't consistent at all. I don't know about my quality, if that's consistent. But thank you to everyone who's been sticking with my channel. Maybe in 2016 I'll try something new, because I can understand why toy reviews of one brand would get boring, because all I do is talk about Minimates. So maybe I'll try something new. Maybe I'll try not reviewing. I don't know. I don't want to say let's do a Let's Play channel, but maybe something video gamey related. I'm not the best at commentary, so probably not anything like Let's Play related. I don't know. I'm hoping that the channel will continue to grow. I'm not on YouTube to do anything big and spectacular. I don't want to be the biggest channel, because I'm not, because I just talk about toys. But I mean, it's fun, and if I can make people laugh, probably not laugh because my jokes are crap, if I can make people just enjoy a video and I can just talk about whatever I want, that's a pretty good time. Anyway, another thank you to the guys over at Minimates Central for letting me come on and join their team, because that has been a blast. Like, I used to read reviews on Minimates Central when I first started collecting Minimates. This is like 2008. And I was like, oh man, there's a review site, I can learn all about these figures. And it was the coolest thing. And now I get to be one of those people, which is just a blast. I also want to thank all of my friends for supporting me and letting me blabble, because I've had many of days where I go out toy hunting and I have to drag friends with me, and I don't know if they're having fun, but they seem to be. I want to give a shout out to the artist that gave me my thumbnail, because if you've noticed, I have a fancy thumbnail that I never really talked about. Thank you to my friend Justin Snow. You can find him in the links below. I'll link his Tumblr and his DeviantArt that you guys can check out his stuff. Send some good karma his way. Just big thanks to everyone for watching. Anyway, I have rambled on for too long, and I am looking forward to a halfway decent 2016.